Monit. Today we will be discussing one of the most important part of physics, that is the basic mathematics. Lots of students have problems with the basic mathematics part, like the logarithms, the calculus, trigonometry. They have problems with that. So today I will be sharing you some tips and tricks or some basic formulas to calculate this. So you can easily solve the trigonometrical problems like the logarithm problems or any kind of calculus things that are asked in the exam. Okay, so yeah, so today first of all we will be starting with the logarithm. This is one of the basic part of this session. Okay, so the logarithm is nothing but an operator. You know operator, like, so logarithm is nothing but an operator. It operates on a certain number, a certain function, right? So the basic thing of logarithm is, like, if a logarithm is given, log of any number, okay, log of any number, right? So there are two parts of logarithms. Okay, the first part is the top part. This one is known as the operator. This is known as the operator, and this is known as the base. Okay, this is known as the base of logarithm, right? This is known as the operator, this is known as the base. A operator can be a number, okay, it can be a number or it can be a function. A base can be a number or an operator, same. Okay, so in this, first of all, the first thing that you want to do this, like in logarithm, there are two bases. Mainly we consider two base, right? If the base of logarithm is 10, then it is known as, it can be written as only log. Okay, that like log 10. Okay, now if the base is changed to e, then it is known as ln, or in other words you can say log e is nothing but ln, right? You will find this kind of things in chemistry. Okay, the ln part you will find in chemistry. In physics also you will find this. What is the value of this e? This e, we say e, the value of e is in between 3 to 2, right? In between 3 to 2. The value, exact value of e we write as 2.303. So from that you can say ln of any number like x is nothing but 2.303 log of 10, right? How this is there? How we are getting this? Just multiplying the, we are changing the base. So we are putting this 2.303. What is this 2.303? This is nothing but the value of e. Okay, 2.303. So you will find this kind of things. Like there are the functions in calculator, also scientific calculator. You will find that whenever you are converting log to ln, there is multiplication of 2.303, right? Okay. So moving on to the basic formulas of now the logarithms. First of all, the exponent rule, right? What will happen if a number is there like x and the exponent is any kind of number y? So what will happen? The function is x and the exponent is y. What will happen? This y will come out. Okay, so it will look like y log x, right? It will look like y log x, right? This is one of the formulas. 2, the multiplication rule. Log x and y, it will be written as log x plus y. log y. Okay, same the quotient rule. What is quotient rule? This is the quotient rule. X by y, there is nothing you have to remember. In case of multiplication there is a addition sign, in case of quotient there is a negative minus sign, subtraction sign is there. Okay, and now if there is a rule called when the base and the operator are equal, what will happen? When the base and operator is equal, it will become 1. How? Let's dig into it. That log x by x, how it can be written? Log, any kind of log, that log x by x and y, base is y and operator is x, it can be written as log x by log y. Okay, so from that you can say log x by x equals to log x by log x. If numerator and denominator are they are same, that means the answer will be equals to 1. So from this you are getting this formula, right? Okay, now what will happen? So this is the thing. Another thing is value of log 1. It is equals to 0. Okay, so these are the basic formulas you have to remember whenever you are doing logarithm, right? Numerical is like this. Okay, so the numerical says log 9 base 3. What will be the value of it? How can you calculate? So first of all, you know what is 9? 9 is nothing but 3 square. So you can write 3 square by 3. So as per this rule, exponent rule, what will happen? This 2 will come out. So it will become log 3 base 3. And if the operator and base is equals, the answer is equals to 1. So that means 2 into 1, the answer will become 2. Right? Number 2. Okay, so it is given as log 5, the base is as you know, if the addition between two logs are there, that is nothing but there will be the product. This will be the product of these two operators, right? So that means it will become what? It will become log 5 into 4, right? Just reverse this formula. Addition is given, you are multiplying the two operators 5 and 4, right? So you will get log 20 base 10. Okay, from this you can write, what you can write? Log 2 base 10, sorry, 2 into 10 base 10. From this again also you can convert it into the form of this. Now log 2 base 10. Okay, if you know the value of log 2, the value of log 2 is 0.301. You can remember this. Okay, left and the operator and base is equal, therefore it will become 1. So therefore the answer will be equals to 1.301. Right? So these are the basic numericals. This is how you can solve a numerical in logarithm. Okay. So this is very useful for chapters like in chemistry, like radioactive chapter. In case of physics also radioactive decay chapter, where you have to calculate the half-life. You will find this kind of thing, the use of logarithm. Okay, and also in chemistry, if you want to calculate pH, right? The pH, the hydrogen concentration is given as 10 to the power minus 7, 10 to the power minus 6. So from that you can calculate the pH of the solution, right? So in there you can use the logarithm, right? Okay. So the next topic of discussion in basic mathematics is trigonometry. This is one of the important topics. It is also some part of it is also covered in class 10th, I think. The function sine cos theta, sine cos tan. You know this. So trigonometrical functions are the function which operates on a angle. You know this, right? Degree angle. Okay. So I will be just giving a brief of the basic that you already learned on class 10th, right? So the basic is, there are operators like sine operator. If you consider the angle sine theta, you will get cos theta, you will get tan theta, you will get cosec theta, you will get sec theta, you will get cot theta. Reciprocal of sine is cosec. Reciprocal of cos is sec. Reciprocal of tan is will be equals to cot. Right? Now, also there is a thing called complementary thing. What is a complementary angles? If a triangle is there, right angle triangle is there, right? If this is the angle alpha, this is the angle beta. Okay, this is 90 degree. So a complementary angle will be equals to alpha plus beta equals to 90 degree. When the summation of angle is equals to 90 degree, is known as complementary angles. From that you will get the complementary function idea. How complementary function idea will get? If you see sine alpha is given for this triangle, you have to convert it into cos. How? Sine alpha means 90 degree minus beta. So okay, so complementary function means the sine is a complementary function of cos. Okay, sine is a complementary function of cos, right? Complementary function of cos, right? Okay, so similarly cos is complementary function of sine, right? Similarly tan has a cot, cosec has sec as a complementary function, right? Okay, so understood, right? Complementary function of sine is cos, cos is sine, tan is cot, and cosec is sec. These are the concepts of complementary angles. This will be required in pretty much every part of physics, mainly in the kinematics part. You will need this. Next is this is the okay, and now I will give you one idea. The sine value of 0 degree. How can you remember? You will not ever. You will first of all remember the graph of sine. This is the graph of sine. So it is starting from 0. Okay. Then it is increasing. Okay. At this is 30 degree. This is 45 degree. This is 60 degree. This is 90 degree. At 30 degree, the value is 0.5. It is increasing. The graph is increasing. So therefore, the value of 45 degree will increase. The value is 0.707. Here, this is the 60 degree value. It is equals to 0.866. And here you will get the top value. So that means sine 0 is 0. Sine 30 is half or 0.5. It is 1 by root 2, 0.707. It is root over 3 by 2 and it is 1. So complementary function means it will be reverse. The value of cos will be reverse. That means 1 root over 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 0. Now what is tan? Tan is nothing but sine by cos. Right? Sine by cos. That means 0 by 1 means 0. 1 by 2 divided by root over 3 by 2. It will become 1 by root 3. It will become same. It will become 1. This will become root over 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2 means root over 3. 1 divided by 0. Something divided by 0 is infinity. Okay, you cannot define the value. Similarly, if you now reciprocal, now cosec is the reciprocal of sine, right? So that means the value of cosec 0 will be 1 by 0 means infinity. 1 by 2 means 2. 1 by root 2 means root 2. Root over 3 by 2 means 2 by root 3. 1 by 1 means 1. In case of sec, sec is the complementary function of cos. Reciprocal function of cos. So it will become 1 by 1 means 1, 2 by root 3, root 2 to infinity. Same for cot, 1 by 0. Cot is the reciprocal function of 10. So it will become 1 by 0 means infinity. 1 by root 3 means root 3. 1 by 1, 1 by root 3, 0. Okay, this is the way. First, you just remember the sine curve. From this, you can make the whole table. If you ever forget the table, you can make the table. Right? Okay. So the basic things that you need, the basic formulas you need. There are the rules where two angles are there, like the sine rule, cos rule. Sine A plus B is given. You have to calculate. How? Remember this. You have to remember this formula. How? The formula is sine A cos B cos A sine B. Right? Similarly, if you just remove this sign, replace this sign with negative sign, this will become negative also. Right? In case of cos is a very weird function. Right? Cos is a very weird function. It is the opposite function. How it is opposite? Because cos always takes the negative sign inside it. Okay, it doesn't show any sign. This is the function of cos. So cos, in case of formula, cos will be cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Here you can see in case of plus sign there is a negative sign. So if you replace this with negative sign, it will become positive sign. The formula will remain same. Okay, the left part and right part will remain same. Right? This is the only thing that is changed. Understood, right? Now there are two rules. There are two things you need. That is the sine. Whenever the angle is more the twice the angle of the angle given in the triangle. Like what I am saying. Like if sine 2 theta is asked to you, you will find in the projectile motion. Projectile motion in the formula of what? In the formula of range, you will find the sine 2 theta. Use sine 2 theta by g. So sine 2 theta means 2 sine theta cos theta. Okay. Similarly, cos 2 theta means cos 2 theta means 1 minus 2 sine squared theta, or 2 cos squared theta minus 1, or cos squared theta minus sine squared theta. Okay, these three are the formulas of cos 2 theta. Right? Okay, this is the formula that you need. On another formula of tan 2 theta is there. The formula of tan 2 theta is 2 tan theta 1 plus 2 tan square theta. Okay. Right? This is the formula that you know. Another formula from here. Sine cos I have shown you. This is the third formula for tan A plus B. Tan A plus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. Okay. Now remember all of these formulas. This will be very helpful. These two formulas are the very cornerstone of your this and this. These three formulas will be very much required for you in the when you are solving any kind of numericals, mainly related to kinematics and laws of motion, right? And this table is also necessary. If you ever forget this table, just the way I told you, you can make the table from this graph. Only sine value from this graph you can make the whole table. Okay, you will never forget this table with this technique, right? Understood? Okay. Okay, so another thing is that the quadrant of angles. Quadrant. This is the quadrant of all the operators. This is the sine. This is a tan. This is a cos, cosine. Okay, what that means? It means that in this quadrant, the value of every operator that you see, trigonometrical operator, will be positive. Only sine, here in the second quadrant, only sine value will be positive. Here in this, only tan value will be positive. Here in this, only cos value will be positive. Okay, in this quadrant, all the other operators will have negative value. Right? Why this happens? Because you know the coordinate geometry, this is plus, this is plus. Okay, this is known as minus plus. This is known as plus. Sorry, this is minus minus. This is known as plus minus. As you know, this x-axis and y-axis, right? So for a straight line, if you draw a straight line, what happens? You will get the slope of it. The slope is given by the formula for a straight line tan theta equals to y by x. if the value of y is positive, x is positive, okay, so we will get the value in the this quadrant, first quadrant. In the second quadrant, if the value of y is positive but x is negative, we will get the value at the second quadrant. Similarly, for this negative value, we will get the value at the for third quadrant, and for the positive negative value, we will get the value of theta in the fourth quadrant. Right? Okay, understood, right? This is the basic thing that you need for trigonometry. Okay. Okay, the next part of our discussion is the coordinate geometry. Right, coordinate geometry, you know. What is coordinate geometry? Coordinate geometry, mainly you have to remember two things that, okay, so that is the, one is that 1D function, one is 2D function, one is 3D function. So mainly 1D and 2D you have to remember. 1D means a point and a line. Okay, this what these two things we will be mainly covering this in coordinate geometry. A point on an axis. Okay, a point on an axis can be marked, can have the locus in two ways, right? This is called the coordinate of any point on a xy plane, right? There are two ways you can have this coordinate. First of all, the coordinate that we all know, that is called the Cartesian coordinate. Cartesian coordinate. What is Cartesian coordinate? The distance from this axis and distance from this axis. This is the value of y, this is the value of x. The Cartesian coordinate is written as x comma y. Okay, this is written as x comma y. The distance from the x axis, the distance from the y axis, right? Then comes the polar coordinate. This is very necessary in vector algebra. What is polar coordinate? The polar coordinate is written as r theta. Okay, r theta. What is r? R is the, if you see this is a point. Okay, this is a point. Okay, this is the distance from this axis. If a point is there, the distance from the origin is known as r, and the angle is made by them is known as theta. This is how in polar coordinate you mark any kind of point. Okay, you mark the locus of the point, right? In the Cartesian coordinate, you mark the distance from the axis as the coordinate of the points. In this case, the coordinate of the point is written by this. Okay, right? So if you see this, now the components you can write now from here, right? This is what component? This is cos theta component. It is r sin theta, right? This is sin theta component, this is cos theta component. Okay, right? Sin theta and cos theta component. So from that you can say x is equals to r cos theta, y is equals to r sin theta. Right, from here, these two, compare these two, you will get this. Okay, y is equals to r sin theta, x is equals to r cos theta. Right, so from that you can say the distance r will be given as, how can you calculate the distance? First of all, square both sides. X square equals to r square cos square theta, y square equals to r square sin square theta. So that, and now add this, x square plus y square, what we will get? R square common sin square theta plus cos square theta. Okay, sin square theta plus cos square theta means 1. That means x square plus y square. Means r will be equals to root over x square plus y square. Right? This is the value of r. And how can you calculate theta? How can you calculate theta? Now divide these two equations, this one and this one. What will you get? Y by x equals to r sin theta by r cos theta, right? R cancel out. Sin theta by cos theta means tan theta. That means theta will be equals to tan inverse y by x, right? This will be equals to tan inverse 1 by y by x, right? Okay, this is the coordinate system. Understood, right? This is the mainly how we do coordinate geometry. There are multiple things in coordinate geometry, like we will be discussing the straight line part, then ellipse, parabola, hyperbola. These are all are there. Just I will be giving you the introduction of them only. Okay, the next portion of coordinate geometry is straight line. What is a straight line? If we combine 2 points, we will get a straight line. If we combine 2 points, we will get a straight line, right? 2 points are A and B. If we combine these two, we will get a straight line, right? So straight line, if in a axis, this point is x1 comma y1 and this is x2 comma y2, how can you calculate the length of the straight line? This is the most, like, the basic question or the question that you need to understand. How can you calculate the distance between these 2 points? There is a process in vector also. In physics, you know that there is a process in coordinate geometry. Both are equal, same, but the process is if the line is named as AB, how can you calculate the length of this line? First of all, remember this: the last point minus first point whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is how you can calculate the length of the straight line. Okay, now there are 2 things you need to remember. If a line is bisected or trisected, or the line is this is a straight line A and B, this is x1 comma y1, this is x2 comma y2. If a line is intersected at this point, this is a point O. Okay, you have to calculate the point. You have to calculate the locus of the point. How can you calculate? First of all, you need to understand the ratio of if the ratio the ratio where it is cut, it is m1 is to m2, it is given. This is the m1 part, this is the m2 part. The total is equals to m1 plus m2, the length of the total line. Okay, so how can you calculate this? The point x and y. So the simple formula is x equals to m2 x1 plus m1 x2 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, for y the value is same, m2 y1 plus m1 y2 divided by m1 plus m2. So this is how you can calculate the coordinate of the point where the straight line is intersected. Okay, now you can say, sir, if the line is bisected. So bisected means m1 will be equals to 1, m2 will be equals to 1. Now put these values in this formula for bisection. What we get? X equals to, in place of m2 put 1, you will get x1. In place of m1 you put 1, you will get x2. Divided by 1 plus 1 means 2. For y you will get same, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So from this formula, this is the basic formula you need to remember. From that you can calculate the value of the point on the locus of the point where the straight line is bisected, right? Okay, so these two are the basic things you need to remember whenever we are doing the straight line part. Okay, these are